Go figure, nigga. This is the Star Report, premium black news. I am your host, Chucky, your friend till the end, PKA Star, all right? And folks, I'm really on vacation still. I just wanted to pop up for one night, and chop it up with yous. Have a cocktail. Shit's been calling me. Cheers. And let's get back to the bullshit. The bullshit. The word Bussy will be added to dictionary.com. I saw this story 2 or 3 days ago and I said, nah, that's fake news. But then it popped up on yahoonews.com. I've got the goddamn source right here. Yahoo News. Troll babies, how are you? Good evening. Okay, every other word should be Bussy or Badussy in the live chat and the comments of the rebroadcast. Hang on a second, I'm dropping all my goddamn notes. Shit. Okay, all right, how you guys doing? Did you miss me? Of course you did. I'm the greatest, second only to Frankie Crockett. It's a fact. Research says so. It's not just me saying it. Okay, I want to talk about my road trip. And for those of you who follow me on Instagram, I have been posting rare footage, boots to the ground. And I've got other footage that I didn't post that it's going to be for my offspring, for my personal library. But I was all over Florida. Thank you for your support. And this particular trip, I went to places that, I've been to Tallahassee before, but I didn't want to go to Miami. I hate Miami. I've been to the Keys back in the late 80s, early 90s. I had no interest in West Palm Beach. And I'm not even sure how many miles I drove, so I'm going to need you guys to help me this evening figure out how many miles I actually drove, okay? Okay, if you're up to speed on the Stanley Cup, you should be. I'm back home in time to watch it. And my trip would have been longer, but we're in the middle of a goddamn heat wave. Are we not? It's hot as fuck down here in Georgia. Lord have mercy. Hang on a second. Let me just get my cocktail together. Troll babies, how are you? Okay. Did anyone notice that during my Florida road trip, the word Bussy was not allowed in any of those videos? I wanted to take a break. I had to take a break from everything and everybody. And if anybody's in their feelings, get over it. I blocked 2 of my family members. What are you calling me for? What are you texting me for? I'm on vacation. But the word Bussy should be able to now be seen in the comments, live chat, what have you, all right? Oh, that's nice. Whew. Hang on a second, where's my pen? Let me just get this out the way before I get into the show topics and the showrunner. I listened to every song on Drake's new album with the exception of 3, but I am going to review it. I want to make sure that I tell you guys about Cleopatra Jones. She has dumped me. Yep, I'm a single man again. And I want to talk about my theory and the Benzino, let me write this down, Zeno, sex tape, something with the dildo. I think that's, I don't want to call people liars. Clayface, a.k.a. Whack 100, you know he's one of my top 20 favorite entertainers right now. He does the most. But I don't believe he has a tape. Now, I'm not trying to fuck up nobody's bag. Hang on a second. Benzino sex tape. Thank you to those of you who sent me, emails, a couple of DMs. Whack 100, a.k.a. Clayface, has been talking about he's got a sex tape, Benzino, and a dildo, yada, yada, yada. I don't believe it. I think that he and my homie Ray, they're trying to get a bag. And if you notice, Whack was talking about 50 buying the tape, something putting people through college. I'm not going to talk about nobody's kids. I think it's cap. Troll Baby says, anybody seen a tape? I don't believe it. I think they're trying to get a bag. And remember, Clayface, what was it, a year or two ago? He did this whole thing with Mike Tyson punched him. That was cap. He's a capper. He's a capper. But we'll get to that later, okay? Hold on a second. Benzino 6 tape. Okay. Bussy will be added to dictionary.com. You guys up to speed? Thank you for your donation. I don't know who started the word. I don't want any credit, please. Don't look at me. That word has been around for a lot of years, to my knowledge. It's a combination of boy, pussy. So they just shortened it, Bussy or Bussy. I don't know. I don't want any credit. Zach Lee and the team, they say it all day, every day in the goddamn live chat, in the comments. That's fine. But I think somebody in 2019, some white boy put out a video. Can you guys help educate me, please? Okay, and someone just sent in a donation about Paul Masson. No, I'm sipping Stolies tonight. Thank you so much. E. Knight, Star, we need you on the Paul Masson. Yeah. No, I'm sipping Stolies tonight. Thank you, man. Thank you. Frank White, I got your donation. And JDW8, 8005. Thank you so much. Yeah, he's okay. Thank you, man. Thank you. So Lil Nas X, troll that he is, whether he's a pole smoker, I don't give a fuck. I'm a heterosexual man. I don't have to keep saying it, But you guys have kids. You have nephews. You have younger brothers. And they're with the goofy shit. They're with the Bussy. These niggas are down here in Georgia wearing slides. They're keying, they're switching. And they're carrying sticks. So you got to be careful talking sideways to these little niggas that are into Bussy. Okay? So that's my main topic. And again, Yahoo News is my source. Couldn't fucking believe it. Also, Drake's new album, honestly, never mind. I want to do a review. I want to jump out the window first, which I don't usually like to do, but I enjoyed this album. And again, I'm 3 songs shy of the entire album, of reviewing the entire album. I don't want to influence anybody's thought process or opinion or review. I like it. It's like a mixture of passion fruit, which is a track I really like by Drake, Passion Fruit. And there's a couple of tracks on there that sound very similar. So now my notes, hang on a second. Where are my notes? Okay, here we go. 14 tracks. The entire album is less than an hour long. Okay, and on Apple Music, it's filed under Dance. Filed under Dance. I have no problem with that. He also doesn't reignite any beefs. He doesn't share any particular extravagant pieces of gossip. This is what I want. Just give me a vibe, just a vibe. And I like the vibe. Again, it reminds me of the song Passion Fruit. Who's the rapper? There's one rapper on there. I have not heard that track yet. Is it, who is it, guys, before I do too much? Who's the one rapper on the album which I have not heard? And I want to give you, okay, yeah, 21 Savage. I don't really care for him as a rapper, so I'm sure he's spitting some trash bars. I don't dislike him, I just, give a fuck. But that's my opinion on the album. And let me just say, so that you know that I did take notes, one of the tracks called Tie That Binds, I thought that was cool. Flights Booked, I like that. Text Go Green, really nice groove. Massive, had a really nice club feel to it. Liability had that chopped and screwed feel, which I liked. Liability. There's a track called Sticky where he says, and correct me if I'm wrong, he says, for gay niggas in they feelings, lucky for y'all, we don't do civilians. I thought that was a hard line. Troll babies. Are you up to speed on that line in the track Sticky by Drake? I thought that was fire. The track Overdrive, I like that a lot. Great vibe. Falling Back has that real passion fruit vibe. And why is Tristan Thompson in the video? Is it because he's a piece of shit and Drake thought he would and he would fit within the theme of Drake marrying, or what was it, over 20 Instagram models? Or are they friends? I don't know, who gives a shit. There's a track called Downhill. I thought that was cool. And the last track that I'm up to is called A Keeper, which was a solid track and a good flow. Okay, so that's my review. If you feel different, call in, Super Chat, Cash App, and also, hang on a second, I'm going to try and get a little deep tonight before we do too much. On NPR today, I was listening as I was driving, and they were talking about Georgia bands teaching divisive concepts. Now, this became law in the state of Georgia, along with other states, about a month ago. But we're coming up on Juneteenth, yes? Now, myself, as you know, I'm not a parent of any biological kids, although I have raised, children with girlfriends and things of that nature. I don't know if it's right for me to say what should and shouldn't be taught in elementary school, middle school, high school. But if they're pushing the whole transgender, narrative or reality, shall we say, why are they taking away critical race theory? Why? Why is this now against the law in Georgia? Now, I'm a man of a certain age, so maybe my time with regards to this way of thinking, it has come and gone. And clearly, people voted for this. People voted for this. So is there anyone that wants to call in? I'll let you speak. Maybe you have a different perspective. Maybe this is just, it's what it is now. All that slavery stuff, let's just get past it. Black people can do this. They can live there. They're integrated. They're in sports, entertainment. They're accomplishing things. We don't need the headache of slavery. You tell me. But that's my show, or one of my showrunners, pardon me. Georgia bands teaching divisive concepts in school. All right? All right, sit tight. I see some of you guys on the phone lines. I want to talk about my trip a little bit more before I open up the floodgates. And I didn't do the math yet. Maybe someone can assist me. I drove from Woodstock, GA, which is where I live now, to Columbus, Georgia. Okay. Then I went to Albany, Georgia. Then I went down to Jekyll Island. You can see this video footage on my Instagram page and previous videos, right? Jekyll Island. Then I drove to Amelia Island in Florida. That was trash. I won't be going there again. Then I went to Jacksonville, Florida. Salute to my homie, Florida boy Jay. He and I had a great conversation. He said, if you need me, I'm here. But again, folks, when I do road trips, I have a certain mission. It's not about hanging out and, that sort of jazz. But he said, I'm here for you. But we did not link up on this particular trip. But I stayed at a really nice hotel. I think it was Margaritaville, right on the water. Great fucking view. Jacksonville. Then I went down to Tampa. Drove all the way down to Tampa. And I stayed one night in each of these places with the exception of Amelia Island. That was a shithole. I didn't stay there. From Tampa, I went to Clearwater. From Clearwater, I went to St. Petersburg. From St. Petersburg, back to Clearwater, then up to, is it Gainesville? I think it was Gainesville. Give me a second. If someone can help me figure out how many miles I drove. Gainesville. Then I went to Tallahassee. One time for the shithole Tallahassee. And I won't be back either. I went to the campus, as you can see on my IG page, Florida A&M University. I stayed in a nice hotel in Tallahassee, but I was in a rush to get the fuck out of there when I woke up. Then I drove all the way out to, oh God, where did I go after Tallahassee, guys? Was it Panama City? Panama City. Holy shit. Panama City is beautiful. The blue, clear water and the white sand. Panama City. The home of Tasha K, goddamn. I texted her, I said, holy shit, it's fly out here. Then I drove all the way up the Gulf Coast, the Gulf Shore. Pensacola. I stayed at a nice hotel in Pensacola, but Pensacola is a shithole as well. The home of Roy Jones Jr. And I will not be back in Pensacola, okay? And then I drove to... Where'd I go, guys, after Pensacola? Montgomery, Alabama. I went to Montgomery. I did not go to Selma on this trip. Then I went to Tuskegee, and then I drove back to Woodstock. If anyone has time to tell me how many miles that was, that's crazy. I did some driving. And my next road trip will be in mid to late September, right after Labor Day. I'll tell you where I'm going to go later, okay? Okay, I want to get to my sponsors shortly, and I also want to let you guys chime in about Drake's new album as well. But let me first put one of my sponsors on the screen. Salute to the homie, The Precise Live show on YouTube. Oh, he had it lit from what I heard last week. Maybe he'll call in and get things cracking tonight. Hey, good evening. Can you hear me? Area code 202. Are you there? 202.
Yo,
hey.
How you doing, Star? Can you hear me?
Good evening, man. How are you? Who's this?
This is Aaron, man.
Okay. Which Aaron?
Hello?
Which Aaron, sir? Which Aaron?
The one that had the interview with Florida Boy Jay.
Okay. What's up, man? From Kansas City?
Correct.
Good to hear from you, man. What's cracking? What's shaking? I know a couple of Aarons, man, and until I get to know your voice, man, you have to remember, I'm almost 60, man.
Okay.
I'm almost 60. How are you, man? What's cracking?
So, I'm all right. Just going over a few of your points that you made this evening.
Okay.
Had some contributions to make to each one.
Please.
So,
please.
Yeah, all of them, from pride to the banning of things in school, which these things should be banned. To Drake's album, whichever one you'd like to start with, I'm fine with.
How about we start at the word Bussy first and foremost? Lil Nas X and others. Now it's going to happen if you ask me, because they've also got the word WAP, which the Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion track, wet ass, pussy. So why not put Bussy in there? What are your thoughts on that?
I think everything that comes from him and his community should be banned from anything publicly. He's a negative influence. These people are negative in general. It's like, I guess it's the evidence of a society in decay. I don't think that their community should be celebrated. I think that when you look at them and their particular lifestyle, it's not a healthy lifestyle.
Okay.
And what they're doing is wrong. So that's me. That's what I think. So,
well, now hang on a second. Yeah. You're I forget how old you are. You're in your late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah. I'm basically 30. So
30.
Yeah.
Okay. When you say it's wrong, now somewhat of my era, my generation, those that people say, it's wrong. It's against all sorts of ethical beliefs, yada yada. And I'm a non-believer in the theory of God, so I can't use religion. Why is it wrong to you? Are you a conservative, Republican? What is your thought process to say this is wrong?
I'm a normal person. I mean, I'm a normal person. What that lifestyle is evil.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's just a purely evil lifestyle. It's just evil, but with all due respect, you know, these people don't want to just go live their lives in peace. You know, they want to force their beliefs on everyone. They're the most, in my opinion, they're the most destructive movement I ever seen. I mean, at least the church, when they force their beliefs on people, people get a positive lifestyle out of it. But these people are worse than the church because they're literally pushing this belief, and it's destroying everything. It's just a destructive group of people.
Okay.
They've gone into every institution in the country, from the church to the media to government, and it's like if you disagree with them, you know, they ban you and everything. They're causing problems. These people are they're just disgusting.
I respect your opinion, but I think that killing in the name of the unknown is more destructive. Killing, you know, by way of religious beliefs. But I respect your opinion. Okay, so let's move.
I mean, people have to die. I mean, we live in a society right now. I mean, people die over gasoline. People, you know, that's a part of the world that we live in. Yeah. When it comes to power and climbing to power,
well, oil is worth killing over. So you and I are on the same page with that. But now, hang on a second. Let's shift gears. So again, on NPR earlier today, they were talking about the Atlanta history. I forget the name of the goddamn place. Maybe I'll Google it. But Georgia now bans divisive concepts, teaching them in school. What say you, sir?
I think some of them should be. I mean, I think the problem isn't speaking the truth. The problem is the angle that you are, how you're. The problem is what you're admitting, right? Like, people have a problem with colonization, right? You know, like these European countries, went and colonized certain parts of the world, and there's a net benefit for that, right? Like, you don't build a nation without people being taken advantage of. Now, if you want to live in this world, if you want to live in this utopian place that doesn't exist, right? Like that, then you can have these fantasy dreams. But nobody in America today who has their iPhone or who has Air Jordans or any of these things should be complaining about slavery at all, because we all contributed to it right now on a day-to-day basis. If you buy clothes from China, you're contributing to slavery. So, like, stop. Like,
hang on, that's a very good point. If you are like a mass consumer, you do take part in child slave labor. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Now, hang on a second, but before I forget, that this is not one of my topics tonight. I'm an independent voter. I'm an objectivist from the school of Ayn Rand, and I don't support tribalism. However, I am a man of color in America, and I realize the reality of being marginalized and profiled, and so on and so forth. Are you up to speed on Uganda finding 31 million tons of gold? I think we need to go in there and take that from them. They don't know what to do with that. What do you think?
I agree. No, I agree. I agree with you, because if we don't do it, China's going to do it. China's going to do it. Like, this is the problem. With all due, like, I mean this to be very
niggas start wilding.
To be very respectful, right?
Come on.
Those people don't know how to take care of themselves. Like, bro, like, if you had I'm being respectful. These Africans, you had all these resources under you this whole time, and you didn't do anything with them.
Well, they sell it. No. They do something with it. They sell it to the Europeans. They've sold the diamond mines. They sell it. Go ahead.
Okay. The thing is this, but the Europeans still came in and built those mines. The Europeans still built the infrastructure. Okay. They know how to transfer it. They know how to market it. They have a use for it. These people in these countries, you don't have the ability, number one, to build a country or build a stable society. It's either going to be this is what I tell them. Listen, pick your master. It's either going to be us as the Western world, it's going to be the Chinese, or it's going to be the Arabs. Yeah. And for me, you live better under Western European rule than you would under the Arabs or the Chinese.
I would say so as well. I would say so as well. Hey, listen, man, I got to take other calls. I want you to finish up. Do you want to talk about Drake's new album? Are you up to speed? Have you heard it? What do you say?
Drake's new album, so I got to be honest.
Go ahead.
It is a light-skinned album, right? Ooh. Like, I feel like people, listen, so me, I'm light-skinned. Listen,
right.
You dark-skinned people, listen, let's be honest. dark-skinned people like listening to music where they snitch on themselves about killing people. Okay, this is not an album for you. So go ahead and complain and go listen to your drill music where you commit 50 drive-bys in the first song.
Shit.
And then you turn around and snitch on yourself in the third song, and then your artist gets locked up for the next 50 years, and you think that that's good music. So I like it. It's very innovative. It's very outside the box. I like it hands down. I think it's his best album since More Life to me.
Okay.
But like I said, if you want to hear about doing drive-bys and drills and all that stuff,
right.
and then so if you want to hear an album on the first track, you're doing a drive-by, and on the second track, you're rallying for BLM after you just did a first track about killing people. Then go ahead and listen to that other music.
Okay.
But this music right here is consistent, and like I said, I don't think a lot of people will get it. So. Those are my opinions for tonight. I'm pretty sure you're
No, you did good. You did good. You did good. Good to talk to you. I'll try and remember your voice, man. Thank you, Aaron.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. All right, Aaron tapping in early. Okay, we've got ourselves a show tonight. He mentioned drill music. Hold on a second. Who's got a drill album out today? Is it Asian Doll? I think it's Asian Doll with her fine ass. Wait a second. Can somebody confirm if Asian Doll dropped her drill album today? I've always liked her. A little sexy, tattooed ass, huh? Send me the email, please, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, Asian Doll, okay? All right, also, I got to promote my sponsor tonight. Hang on a second. Where do I want to start here? On the screen. Pow! Songsthatwork.info. Songsthatwork.info. If you're any type of artist, producer, a young up-and-coming manager, this is the platform for you to go to and become familiar with, okay? They can help you with music sync licensing, getting paid on lives, okay? Investing, selling beats, sound packs, and vocal packs. This is very important. Pay attention. Selling merch, music NFTs, and vinyl, and joining networking organizations and other things. Please tell them I sent you. Say, yo, that hating ass nigga Star sent me over here. What can you do for me, all right? On the screen. www.songsthatwork.info. All right? They can help you. Trust me, all right? Okay. Let me go to Cash App, Super Chat. And Troll Babies, remind me to talk about Cleopatra Jones kicked me to the curb. I'm not going to disrespect her. As you know, I don't, disrespect females that I'm intertwined with. But, yeah, she had an issue with the road trip because I didn't give her an itinerary. Then she starts asking for my license plate. And I'm like, the fuck? I don't know you like that. Hold on a second. King Key, I got your donation. He says, as far as greater all time goes, Steph is higher on the list now than Kevin Durant. Salute. I would have to agree. And I didn't even see all of Game 6. I just saw a little bit, and I was so tired from the road trip. But does Kevin Durant want to go back to, well, I don't think he can, Golden State? No, because Draymond Green, now more than ever, I told you I don't need you. He's on that type of time. Is it Fabi, F-A-B-Y, star? Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, Fabi, but thank you. That's a weird donation, okay? That's very weird, sir. All right, let me just tell you guys about Cleopatra Jones. That's not her real name. That's my now ex-girlfriend. And she corrected me because on one of my videos when I was doing the Florida road trip, I said that we've gotten together 3 times in the year and 2 months that we've been intertwined. She said, I've only been with you twice. Who are you confusing me with? And I've never been to Woodstock. You said I was coming to Woodstock. You wouldn't bring me to your home. I said, oh, okay. Now, her name's not Cleopatra Jones. I call her CJ, which is short for Cleopatra Jones. That's from a famous movie with Tamara Dobson, who's now deceased. Okay, hang on, Dana. I see you. Dana with the data. Hold on, Dana. Hold on. And she took issue with me at my age not giving her an itinerary. Now, if you're new to the show here, I'm a man who I'm very spontaneous. I live life to the fullest. I treat my girlfriends good, you know? I'm not a trick, I'm not a simp, but I treat them with respect. I don't call them bitch, and I do not allow them to call me nigga or my nigga. I do have parameters. Anyway, she lives in another state. And she was really bothered by the fact that I did not have an itinerary for the road trip. Now, the whole point of the road trip is to just drive, you know? Get out, take video, take pictures, talk to common people. I'm a common man. It helps me on the microphone. So no, I'm not going to be at a certain place at a certain time. I'm not booking a hotel room and then, you know, I can't make it there on time and then I lose that fucking, what do you call it? There's a cancellation fee. No, I drive until I get tired. Troll babies, does anybody know what I'm talking about? I drive until I get tired. And I like to look at the hotel before I even book it. So she got bothered by that and the fact that sometimes I don't want to answer the phone. Folks, when I'm on vacation, I'm old school. I don't want to text people. A couple of people were texting me as I was streaming on my goddamn phone. The phone's beeping, beep, beep, but what the fuck? So I shut my phone off after I streamed each time, and then when I turned the phone on, I just delete every goddamn text. I don't even want to know who was calling. I just delete the text messages because I'm on vacation. Dana, hang on a second. I'm coming, Dana. I'll be right there. Sit tight, Dana. Let me just finish this up. So here's the reason why she has now kicked me to the curb. When I got back and we were talking, she said, you know, if you do this again like this, if you do another road trip like this, that's not going to work for me. I don't know what I'm going to tell my friends. That was the wrong thing to say to me, your friends. Now, in my mind, I'm saying, bitch, fuck your friends. Can I get an amen? And I said, well, you know what? I am going to do it again. I'm planning a new road trip in September. And it will be a similar type of trip. So there will be no itinerary. And she said, well, then I think it's time for us to part ways. And I said, okay, bye, click. And that was that. So just want to bring you up to speed. Dana with the data. Hey, Dana, how are you? Good to hear from you on a Friday night. Dana.
Hi, you can hear me?
Loud and clear. How are you? How are you?
Good. Just parked.
Okay.
I arrived where I needed to be for the night, so tired.
When are you taking your road trip, Dana? Because you and I have been talking. When are you going on that road trip? Come on now.
Yeah, so you inspired me. Now, these gas prices are high as hell.
But it balances out. No, it balances out because you would pay for airfare, all sorts of crazy. Okay, so you're gonna drop $100 every time you fill up the tank. Yes, but you know, you're gonna drive until you get tired. You don't book your rooms in advance because you get caught out there like that. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right. So next month in July, I'm going to Tennessee, and so I said by beginning of next week, I'm going to make up my mind if I'm going to have that to be the first road trip or if I'm going to fly, and then just save the road trip to probably like September or close to my birthday.
Okay.
So Yeah. So,
Okay.
but I am definitely doing a road trip, and I'm gonna go west south. I'm
Okay.
not gonna go further north up, even though
Okay.
I've never been up there. But yeah.
Can I tell you a secret? My next road trip, don't tell anybody. I'm going to start in Seattle, Seattle, and drive down to Santa Cruz, California.
That would be nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway,
I think that's really nice. Yeah,
Anyway.
that's very creative. I like that.
I'm that nigga.
But
So let's talk about either the word Bussy being added to the dictionary. Lil Nas X has got the attention of Yahoo News and other platforms. Or, if you care to, Georgia bans teaching divisive concepts, critical race theory, or Drake. Where do you want to go, Dana?
well, I was going to Drake because
Come on.
it's Pride Month, and yeah, everybody's saying Bussy. Let them have Bussy. Who cares?
Come on.
My grandkids would not be knowing that word probably until they're adults. So that's your responsibility as a parent to control what your children read or listen to.
Right.
That Georgia thing, Georgia never taught divisive strategy or subject. So you're banning something that I'm pretty sure they were never teaching in the schools in Georgia.
Okay.
But you have to look at it like that. But I think that they are putting that law in effect because certain people like Stacey Abrams and the DNC agenda want to start implementing those things in schools. So they weren't teaching it already. So, it's nothing that they're taking away from kids because they were never learning that type of stuff. And that's the type of stuff you learn about when you get to college anyway. So that's no big deal.
Wow.
Drake.
Well, hang on.
Yes,
hang on. Now, you've said a lot there. Maybe my way of thinking is archaic and gone, maybe. But, I spent a decade of my life being programmed, from middle school up until high school about the Holocaust. And I learned about, as I've said before, world history when I went to private school, because the curriculums in New Jersey at the time were more so, they were focused on the Holocaust. They were not teaching African American history or African studies. If you went to private schools or if you were homeschooled, then you learned about African history. So you're saying, I don't want to put words in your mouth, you're saying it doesn't matter in Georgia? I want to be clear. What are you saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, let me break this down because you said the Holocaust. That's history. You learned history. That was a part of history.
Jew history, if I have to be precise. It was programmed into my head. Jew history.
But the fact is that the Holocaust, the World War II, all those things is history because you can't talk about the Holocaust without talking about World War II.
Okay.
But when we're talking about African Americans and what we accomplish here, I went to Catholic school. They weren't talking about history was dry. They didn't even talk about the Holocaust.
Okay.
My friends who went to public school, they learned Afro studies. So I guess it depends what school, but it was from a historical standpoint. Critical race theory is exactly what it is. It's just you breaking down, I guess, microaggressions, macroaggressions. Mm-hmm. But why are you teaching a fifth grader, CRT, or for example, about microaggressions when you're not even teaching them about civics, when you're not even teaching them about, history? So, or just the Constitution. They don't even teach the Constitution. So that is definitely for higher grades. So again, they were never teaching it, and I'm saying in states like Georgia, right? Mm-hmm. In certain cities or certain states, they were never teaching it. So they started to pass these laws because that is what the DNC is trying to push in schools. And I'm saying the DNC meaning that whole umbrella.
Gotcha.
So they want it. So, and then also that also leaves a doorway for you to start shoving down the LGBTQ history or whatever concepts in school as well.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And that that's your sexuality should not be taught, because if you're not teaching about heterosexual sex, why do you feel comfortable teaching about gay sex or sexuality?
Right.
So you shouldn't talk about neither one.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, they are teaching, transgender history and so on and so forth. And I don't want to, go too deep into this.
Well,
but
in certain school districts.
hang on. If I can just say this, the Holocaust did not happen here on American soil. So critical race theory is essential, if you ask me, because it happened here on American soil.
What happened here?
Critical race theory.
See, this, no.
Slavery.
See,
Slavery.
This is what.
Slavery.
This is where I
happened
push
here.
back. And I think people need to understand this, because you have these handkerchief Negroes who think they're so educated because they have degrees.
Okay.
They really, you mean to tell me that you're going to make us minute by putting our history, which is American history, under the umbrella of critical race theory? Critical race theory has nothing to do with our history here in America. That's an insult.
Okay.
So, no, critical race theory has nothing to do with slavery. Don't insult my history saying that it's critical race theory.
Okay.
But people,
I'm giving you the last word on that.
That.
I feel different, but I'm giving you the last word on that. Let's go.
You didn't hear critical race theory when you were in school.
Okay. Let's go to Drake.
You heard about African American history.
Right. Okay. You got it. Let's go to Drake. You said you love the album. You and I spoke earlier. Yes? Let me put that on the screen.
Yes, I did, honey, because I have Tidal. It dropped at 12 a.m. on Tidal.
Let's go.
And I saved it, and I was bumping it. I love every song except for the last one, because, he had to put in that little piece of drill, ignorant stuff, for his listeners with the 21 Savage. But it gave me that Jersey club feel, New York dance club feel, with the 2022 twist. It's summertime.
Right.
It's about grooving and dancing in the summertime. Have some fun.
Yeah.
It's also Pride Month. They're already talking about they're going to be bumping Drake album at the Latex Ball, honey. Yes. So he's a businessman. He is a businessman. He knows damn well it's Pride Month, it's Black Music Month, it's summertime, the women love me. I'm going to be on every single Billboard chart.
Okay.
Dance, hip-hop, pop. Yeah.
Now, hang on a second, Dana. This is his 7th studio album. Do you want to compare it to any others, or does it stand out on its own? I like the fact that there's not too much rapping on it. I just wanted a vibe from him. I got it. It reminds me of Passion Fruit, a good majority of the album. So I'm Gucci, as they say. What do you think?
Right. What? It was this, I forgot the name of the CD, but it's a CD where he's sitting on top of a tower or something in Canada. That's my favorite CD that I have in my car that I always listen to when I want to listen to a CD. So, and I forgot the name of it, but it doesn't matter. However, I don't want to compare, because you know what? I love Drake because he's giving you a whole nother vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
From the last album, from several albums. And I love that about him, how he recreates himself.
Okay.
And that's what you're supposed to do as an artist. And I just want to say this. He knew damn well to drop this album now, and he did name it Honestly Nevermind, because Beyonce about to drop Renaissance Honey in a couple of weeks, or I think next month. So he's like, let me get this out the way.
Yeah, I think you're talking about Views that came out in 2016. Views, that was his 4th album.
Okay.
Views, maybe?
Okay, yes. Views, yes, that's it.
Okay.
That's my favorite album of his. But I love all his albums, but that is my favorite. So, but Views is different from this album. And this album, yes, it is basically a whole album that's similar to that song Passion Fruit. I did not read the credits of who were the producers, because sometimes, like with Passion Fruit and another song, he implements I know he'll go to take South African artists, and have them produce a song. So it's just a different type of, beats. I love the guitar. The one of the guitars are playing in one of the songs. The instruments he's experimenting with or whatever. So yeah, I like it.
Okay. Hey, thank you for tapping in. Let's talk, if time permits, tomorrow or this weekend. Anything else you want to say in closing?
No, I'm glad you're back, but you really inspired me.
Oh, thank you.
With your road trip, you really did.
Yeah, and I'll keep you posted. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say you really inspired me to where it's like, yes, I'm going to go in front of an ocean while I'm down here, and I'm just going to do me.
There you go. All right. Good to talk to you, Dana.
All right, talk to you soon.
Take care.
Same here.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.
All right. Dana with the data tapping in. Guys, on the screen, please make sure you check out. Hold on a second. Let me line this up right now. Go to Instagram. Check out Skylarized, Mr. Skylar Saunders. That's one of my biggest sponsors. Always supports the machine here. Make sure you tell them I sent you, okay? And I have another sponsor I need to get ready here. Hold on a second now. The community advertising. I want to take my time this evening. Oh, Poor Legacy. You guys sent in a donation when I was on my road trip. I'm going to get your banner going here shortly as well. But, guys, check out Skylarized for right now, okay? Let me bring in area code 226. Good evening. I'm still on vacation, but I'm doing a pop-up show tonight. You there? 226?
Good evening, Star. How you doing?
How are you, sir? Can you come a little closer to the phone? What's cracking? What's shaking?
Yeah, I'm just on the Bluetooth. I'm on the Bluetooth headset. Did you want me to turn it off?
Well, we're having trouble hearing you, sir. Having trouble hearing you.
Okay, let me go to regular
All
phone
right.
here.
Give me a second. He's on that fly
How's that?
shit. There you
Star?
go. What's cracking, man? Where you calling from, sir? How can we help you?
Hey, man. Star, it's Alligator, man.
Alligator.
Sam.
Are you from Connecticut? I'm sorry, Canada? I think, or Detroit? I forget.
From Canada, yeah.
Canada. How are you,
Yeah,
man?
from Canada.
What's cracking? Long time.
Hey, man. Yeah, man, I've been good, man. It's always cool. Star, I was going to...
Alligator, your phone's going in and out. Give me a second.
Can you hear me better now?
No, it sounds like shit. It really does. What's cracking on?
Is that better?
Killing the vibe. Don't make me get you up out of here, man. It's been a while.
All right. Go now, Star.
There you go. What's cracking, man? Let's get to the topic. Bussy.
I'm going to say...
No. Get on topic. You always try and go off topic. On topic. Bussy, first and foremost. Dictionary.com.
Well, that's what I want to say, Star. That word, I am actually offended that it's not even in the dictionary.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you made that word more famous than anything I've ever heard.
No, sir.
And the fact they didn't
Don't give me that credit. No, thank you. That's Zach Lee and his team in the live chat. Don't include me in that. Go ahead.
Well, Star, you're you know what I mean? You're the guy that we hear, right? So to us, you're the celebrity.
Okay.
Right? So
Jesus.
But regardless of who invented it, Star, I'm just saying I'm insulted that word is not in the dictionary.
Okay.
Like, I'm taking great offense to it, you know, and really that's all I had to say, Star. I mean, I know you're a busy man, and we always all appreciate the show. We love what you do, and
Thank you, man.
And just get the fucking Bussy boys out of here. That's all I can say. Get them out of here. So.
Good to talk to you, Alligator. Have a good night, man. Thank you.
Take care, Star. Peace out.
Right. Alligator tapping in from Canada. Good guy. Hold on a second. Is it Manish? Hi, Manish. I got your donation via PayPal. Okay, you enjoyed the road trip. Thank you so much. Yeah, the next road trip, I'm thinking about going to Seattle and then drive down to Portland, through Oregon. What else? San Francisco, Santa Cruz. I've never been to Santa Cruz. Anybody been to Santa Cruz? I think that's the home of surfing. Hold on a second. They give other places the credit, but Santa Cruz, let me see, Santa Surf. Surf City, Santa Cruz. Okay, the title, Surf City, was the subject of a trademark dispute between the California coastal cities Huntington Beach and Santa Cruz. Both cities historically claimed the Surf City moniker, but the dispute intensified in 2004 after the Huntington Beach Conference and Visitors Bureau successfully filed the Surf City USA trademark with the, okay, so yeah. Santa Cruz. And then I was thinking about driving to either Bakersfield or Las Vegas, but I don't think I want to go into Vegas and then catch a plane back to Georgia. That's doing too much, you know? Vegas is just a fucking mess. Hold on, guys. Let me go to Cash App. Pardon me. I'm doing too much right now. Blade, I got your donation. Thank you. Where he says the word Bussy owes Star money for publicity. Thank you, Blade. He also says Star talked reckless on the Holocaust at the hotel. Well, you know, Blade, for those who have followed my journey, and I know that most of my audience is not the audience from my radio days. In fact, most of my audience is newer internet audience. And I like that. There was a time when nobody spoke more reckless about the Holocaust and other people's tragedies. And that's why I got suspended a lot on those radio stations. They were more concerned about me speaking about those things as opposed to anything shocking that I did to the urban community. One time we were playing, I don't want to go back into this, but we were playing fire sounds when somebody's wife died. I'm not going to say who it was, but anybody know what I'm talking about in the live chat? And we were giving out PlayStations that day. And I'm sitting there playing fucking fire sound effects after some woman died. She was very famous. And they were like, yo, just give me the PlayStation. We don't give a fuck about that. Anyway, thank you, Blade, for your donation. I'm rambling. Rory, Rory says, good to see you back, OG. Thank you, Rory. Okay. I see them snitching in the live chat. Sir Chai, he says, glad you had good vacay. Star salute from the Bay Area. Hey, man, thank you. I'm really thinking about going. I mean, I've been to the Bay Area before, but I'm thinking about, going to Seattle and driving down. I might go through the Bay again. Thank you for your donation. Okay, Blade says Georgia should teach the truth on German history. They won't do that. Phil says, welcome back, Boss Hulk. Thank you for your donation, Phil, via Cash App. Growing Simba, got your donation. Draymond, 4 rings. Fat Man Barkley, 0. Yeah. Big Elvis the Chef, good evening, sir. Thank you for your donation. Sean, I got your donation. Vlad got Birdman, bro. Birdman was on Vlad TV? Send me the link, please. Oh, Birdman's brother. Send me the link, please, via email. I'm just like, somewhat sort of catching up on things. Okay, thank you for your donation. TJ got your donation. Drake album was trash. Okay, if you say so. Maurice says, Boss Hog, need the movie link. Okay, hang on a second. Send me an email. Where's my, do you have my email address? Because I can't do all that extra shit right now, man. You sent it a donation. I appreciate that. send me an email to this email address on the screen. And I can't say that I'm going to do it because that could be a charge. That could be steering. But just send me an email. Don't forget, all right? Thank you for your donation. Monstar, are we talking about? Academics. I'm not up to speed. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Ack is my guy. Ack got me a check for $17,000 a month. What was that on Everyday Struggle for like 4 months? You know? And from what I've been told, that audio was very old. He was young when he said that. I'm not going to drag Ack for saying that. I mean, you know, unless there's something different, who am I to say what he should and shouldn't say? All the foul shit that I've said. Are you kidding me? But thank you for your donation. James, I got your donation. Finally, NYC run down LA rapper and BX. Yeah, I didn't see that. I heard about it. Did he get robbed, shot? What happened? But please bring me up to speed, okay? But thank you for your donation. And Aaron, okay, I just spoke to Aaron, didn't I? I think I just spoke to Aaron. Yeah, I think that's an old donation. Area code 267, you're on the line. Good evening, 267, are you there?
Yo, Star, was good.
Hey, man, how are you? What's cracking Friday night?
I'm doing good. I'm calling because I seen a documentary recently called "What Is a Woman?"
Oh,
and it deals
shit.
with the Bussy.
Say again.
I seen a documentary off your free YouTube site.
Uh-oh.
Off the free, my fault, not yours. The free YouTube chat. I'm sorry.
The free movie website. The free movie website. Don't say the name of that site. Don't say the name of it. Go ahead.
Indeed, I seen a movie, and it showed me a different. I seen a movie from the ad off of YouTube called "What Is a Woman," and I went to your site and I found it, and that movie was given the whole foundation of the Bussy, this movie we're going into. And what I want to say is they don't teach us about the history of Bussy. And if you could look at something by the name of David Raymer,
Okay.
and it's a psychologist by the name of John Money in the 1960s.
Go ahead.
Listen,
Go
it
ahead.
was deep. It effed me up. May I continue?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but go ahead. Listen, I'm not, stopping
it
your
was so
flow.
interesting because I was like, whoa, like I'm always thinking the other history,
Yeah.
but then there's doctors, psychologists behind this that's trying to profit off this,
Right.
and it had me hurt. It had me hurt because I seen women with the sports that are trying to that are fighting against the transgenders. I seen women talking about it because they never show that.
Right.
But not alone, this dude John Money. Woo! This dude John Money was a trip. Listen, there was two twins called the Raymond twins in 1960. When they tried to do a circumcision, they circumcised one baby, but when they circumcised them, they messed up real bad. So the doctor, who I believe was John Money, he said, "You know what? We're going to raise him as a female."
So now, hang on a second, sir. So does this make you more connected now to the word Bussy? I mean, what has this done for you?
No, not. Hey. Not at all.
Where are we going, sir? Where we go?
Not at all. I was just trying to give knowledge because they don't teach this knowledge on mainstream.
Gotcha.
And I'm just trying to, people could do their research and find out for themselves.
Okay. So now let me ask you, do you think the word Bussy should be in the Urban Dictionary, dictionary.com? They've got WAP in there, W-A-P, the Cardi B.
You say in what dictionary?
Dictionary.com. This is what Lil Nas X and, other people are pushing for because of Pride Month.
It should be in with the hip hop dictionary. Not in the regular dictionary. Nah.
Okay.
Nah. That's nah.
Okay.
That's gay.
Okay. Okay.
That's sodomy.
Can I ask how old are you, sir? How old are you?
I'm 45.
Okay. You said something is gay. Now, you watched a documentary on Bussy. You say yes?
You know what? If y'all go to YouTube and you type in what is a woman,
No, so never mind if we do, yada, yada, yada. You watched it. You were interested.
I did watch it because I was so intrigued on how this guy could go up to all the abortion clinics
Right.
and he would ask
Oh, no.
women, and none of the women would answer him. He would go to the abortion clinics when they had the thing with the Roe versus Wade. He would go up to all them clinics and ask them what is a woman. None of the women wanted to ask him.
Got you.
And then he would go, and then he would go to the abortion clinics, and then he would go to the gay parades, and no one would ask him what is a woman.
Okay.
And it's
I thank you for your call, sir. Do you want to comment on Drake's new album? Or did you hear it? Do you care?
Hey, say it again.
Drake's new album, are you up to speed? Do you care? Want to comment on that or no?
I can't hear the word you say. I'm sorry. You said album.
Drake's new album. Drake's new album. Do you
Oh,
care?
Drake's new album. No, I know nothing about that, man. I heard about it. It came out. You know what? I'm going to like it because I got a friend that produced on that album, man. So, yeah, I like that shit.
Okay. Thank you for your call, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All busy.
Okay, all right, okay. Said he was curious. I'm curious about your loving. Hold on a second. I have to find out how many miles I drove. If anybody can help me with that. Jesus Christ, that was long. A long goddamn road trip, but it was worth it. I had to block one of my cousins. Fucking texting me. He knows I don't fuck with him. He's roughly around the same age as me. Talking about something. If I need a place to stay. So-and-so down in West Palm Beach. I don't fuck with you. Why would I fuck with somebody that you know? I blocked his dumbass. Hold on, guys. 973, good evening. You there, 973? Very noisy in the background, 973. Very noisy. What are we doing?
Salute, big nigga Hill Fitness. Salute.
Yes, good evening. Who's this? Good evening.
What's good, man? My name's Jay Bandit. But
my nigga, where you been? Jay Bandit, where have you been, my nigga? You dumbed out.
Yeah,
Hold on. You dumb.
Yeah, I did because I want to promote. I like that name. You said that name. I was like, yo, I got to use that as a podcast name. Word. So I've been making a little bread off of that. I use a joint called Tag.
Jay
and I've been
Bandit.
promoting it.
You
bad.
dumbed out.
Apologize.
You dumbed out. Are you okay, my nigga?
did.
Were you drunk? Were you high? What happened to you?
Yeah,
man?
I was. I was high up the Kush. Yes, I was. I'm listening to the show because I have to catch up sometimes. I'll be a few days behind. So I'm listening. I just heard the boy, whatever his name is, Randy, something. He said it. I was like, yo, that's a good idea. So I don't know his joint because he has no social media. So that's why I wrote on every comment so he'll see it. You know what I mean? They might want to email me or something.
Jada Bandit,
you know what I mean?
hold on. I fuck with you. You spent Skrilla with me. I'm not a player hater.
I
Hold on a
appreciate you,
second.
sir. I apologize. I sincerely apologize for that.
Well,
I know it's your algorithm.
You're
not playing.
apologizing now. You didn't send me an email and say, yo, OG, I apologize. You're apologizing now, my nigga. Hold on a
Yeah,
second.
because I'd rather talk to you. I emailed. I'd rather talk.
Okay.
I'd rather talk.
I
called in.
On the screen, my showrunner. Subscribe to Jada Bandit on YouTube. You see it? You see it?
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I don't know. I can't see it. Well, actually, I can. Let me look at my other phone.
I'm gonna get your banner. I'm gonna get your banner reposted tomorrow.
I took it down. My banner's on. It's going.
Well,
I took it down.
you rubbed Amy the wrong way. I'm gonna have her put it back up, but you can't dumb out like that, man. You can't do that, man.
I won't do it again. Yeah, I OD. I really did. I OD.
She's not gonna give you a wrench again.
Nah.
She's not gonna give you a wrench because you violated, my nigga.
I violated. Now you were so mad. I called. Look. you were so mad. Your show before you went on vacation, I called in. You kept banging on me, so I'm like, let me call you from my trap phone. So I called you from my trap phone.
No, sir. I wasn't mad. I never mentioned your name. I don't get mad.
Nah, you're right, but
Get mad?
Nah, you're right, but every time I try to get on, like it kept hanging up on me like 3-4 times. I'm listening to the show, and it just hang up. I'm like, whatever. Let me call from my other number, and you answered.
Jada Bandit,
and I ain't say who I was. I just gave my opinion.
Jada Bandit.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
I'm listening.
6 fucking windows here. I'm almost 60. I can't do all that extra shit. Looking at the phone lines, niggas trying to text me about goofy shit. I don't remember, what I had for fucking dinner 2 days ago. So just email me and say, yo, OG, I fucked up. I'm trying to get on the line, and I'll bring you on. It's that simple, all right?
So yeah, next time I'll email. Word is born. I got your joint too, but I just didn't want to act like I was thirsty. I got your Google Voice number, but I ain't want to use that section. I was like, nah. Okay. I'd rather talk to you. Rather talk to you like a grown man.
Promote your channel and what's going on with some type of Bussy thing you're doing. What the fuck is that about?
Well, my podcast I'm gonna call it Bussy Report. Hopefully it'll get cleared. I'm sure Bussy Report probably got trademarked by now. If it is what it is. I'm trying to do it too. I'm doing it right now as we speak. I'm waiting for my results for that trademark for Bussy Report to come back so I could legally start using it like thoroughly. You know what I mean?
Do you
on the block.
Do you want my opinion?
On the YouTube channel.
Do you want my opinion?
Yeah, I'm listening, sir.
Don't use the word. Opinion, don't use the word Bussy for a YouTube channel. It won't fly. You won't get the recommendations. Okay. It's all about audience retention and the recommendations. You won't get recommendations for that. Okay.
I won't. All right. So I shouldn't use Bussy Report no more.
I'm just keeping it real with you, man. YouTube's different now. It's different from what it was 5 years ago. Definitely from 10 years ago. It's different. But anyway, good to talk to you, man. What's latest on your channel?
The latest on my channel is the women going on South Beach, the place you hate, and because I got my friend has an apartment out there, but I'm about to probably take the other room.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be going back and forth.
Okay.
Because I've been dealing with other artists too, other independent artists out there in Florida. Okay. They got a little movement, so I might just put my little splash of up north style in it, and see what happens.
That's what's up. Good to talk to you, man. Salute.
Good to talk to you, man.
Sir.
Salute.
Okay. All right. My nigga Jada Bandit tapping in. I don't hate South Beach. There's just nothing there for me, I don't like those words, hate, mad. I don't get mad about a goddamn thing. Hold on a second, guys. If any one of my sponsors wants to call in tonight, shoot me an email. Say, Star, I'm on the line. Precise, if you want to call in. Nisa F. Baby, if you want to call in. It's my first night back. I would love to have you guys promote your platforms. Jada Bandit just tapped in. Okay. Guys, on Instagram, follow Nisa F. Baby and check her out on YouTube as well. In the communities section, there's links to her music. She's from Jersey. She's got some fire tracks. Let me take a minute now to talk about something I'm looking for in the Atlanta metro area only. I'm looking for a retired police officer, male or female, for the Hip Hop Police podcast. I've got some free time coming up. As you know, I did some experimental episodes, and my homie, UC Undercover, who lives here in the Atlanta metro area, and we're still working with Corey Pegues out of New York, but I want to get some retired officers here in the Atlanta metro area as well to come on the show. If you are available, if you're interested, reach out to me via email. Let me put my email address on the screen again. If you know someone, a retired officer, I don't care if they lost their pension, if they're a disgraced cop. I just want somebody who's got experience. I don't care if you yourself did time in the penitentiary for selling drugs. We're looking for a former cop, a former sheriff, a former deputy in the Atlanta metro area to be a part of the Hip Hop Police. We want to get to filming again in July, okay? There's my email address on the screen. If you have an uncle, an auntie, an ex-wife, grandfather, somebody who was in shootouts, somebody who just wants to come and talk, please holler at me, okay? Yeah, I don't care if you were a dirty cop. Holler at your boy, okay? Cash App, ADP, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Gangsta of Love got your donation. He says, tell Aaron to never call in again. Fuck out of here. Okay, Gangsta of Love going hard in the paint. Blade says, the word Bussy owes Star money. Okay, I read that one. Hold on a second. Left-handed, I got your banner. Do you want to call in, sir? Left-handed. Do you want to talk about... what did he and I chop it up about earlier today? This movie Hustle that I just watched with Adam Sandler. Anybody see that movie? Left-handed, if you want to call in, just shoot me an email or text me or something. If not, I got your new banner. Thank you so much. Hey, Doris. Doris says, Drake album sounds like Barry Manilow. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, Doris? I saw Barry Manilow in 2002 at Radio City Music Hall with a fine, fine Jamaican gal. Great concert. Okay, thank you. I got the email about, is that Birdman's brother? Okay, I'll watch that tonight. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys, I'm not interested in all that drill rap killing shit going on up in New York. I'm just not, you know. New York is not the wave. It's really not. But thank you just the same. I know they're shooting up there in broad daylight. I think the fact that they took the power away from ICE has a lot to do with the shootings going on up there in broad daylight. You need to deport some of the fucking families from the goddamn little gang members, you know? If your son gets into a shootout or tries to kill somebody, send the whole goddamn family back to wherever you came from. That'll slow that shit down. You know, that's my opinion. Hey, Mr. Vegan, got your donation. Okay, wait a minute. Mr. Vegan in Houston now in the Galleria Mall, now open. Oh, shit. Hang on a second. Let me slow it down, guys. I know I got your banner right here. Where is my screenrunner for MrVegan.com? Okay, I'll run your banner at the end of the show. I got it right here, okay? I got to find the showrunner. But thank you for your donation, Mr. Vegan. Now in Houston, Texas, at the Galleria Mall, now open. Thank you so much. Brock, I got your donation. Star, did Katy Perry get play on Trip? No, I didn't take the Katy Perry CD. You're talking about Clown. No. But thank you for your donation. Let's bring in area code 605. Good evening, 605. You there?
Good evening, Star. How are you?
Good. Who's this?
It's Miss Ruth.
Hey, Miss Ruth. How are you?
I'm fine. Welcome back. You look good. You look refreshed. You look clean.
I feel refreshed. What's cracking?
That's good. So, listen, I was watching this YouTube video with a compilation of you and DJ Academics.
Oh, shit.
And it was just a compilation of you and him beefing back and forth.
We were having discussions, not beefing, discussions.
Oh, I don't know, because at one point you would put up your fist and you were talking about going outside.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? But I'm glad to know that you and him are in a better place.
Well, we were never in a bad place. I mean, and I don't like to go backwards, but we never hung out before filming that particular show. You know?
Oh.
And so there was no chemistry, and I'm a bull. He's a certain way, so I wasn't going to text him. He wasn't texting me. So the chemistry never developed. But he's a good guy. Salute to everybody over there at Complex. But I wanted to leave. I wanted to do my own thing. And I didn't leave, or I should say, I didn't take down my show, Star in the Morning, to go to Complex. The show prior to that just ran its course. So, you know, it was a good business decision. I had some fun, and that's that. But let's focus on something else right now. Are you up to speed on the word Bussy in dictionary.com?
Yeah, I've been seeing, I saw it online about how they were going to put it on dictionary.com, and I'm wondering if, like, the real dictionaries like Oxford and Webster are going to follow suit.
I don't know.
You know? But anyway, I just wanted to say hello, welcome back.
Hello.
It's great to see you.
Well, listen, stay with me a second. Hold on a second. And guys, the Katy Perry album is called Smile, not Clown. I made a mistake. I just pulled it up. Thank you for the donation. I forget who just sent that in. And yeah, I ride around playing that Katy Perry album, Smile. It's not called Clown. So stay with me a second, Miss Ruth. Okay, so the word Bussy, you're not interested in talking about that, but are you up to speed on Drake's new album? Did you hear it? Do you care?
I do care because I love Drake, but I haven't heard it yet. When I get off the phone with you, I'm listen to it.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm excited about it. I've always been a Drake fan.
I like it. It's a lot of more singing, very little rapping. And it's got that feel of passion fruit to me. Do you know the track Passion Fruit?
No. But I'm going to check it out, Star.
I thought you said you were a Drake fan. You capping, Miss Ruth? What's going on?
No. I know the songs that I like.
Okay.
I could give you a list of all the songs that I like. You know, that don't mean I know every single song,
Gotcha.
but I'm a fan of the songs that I like.
Okay. All right.
Anyway.
Hey, now hold on a second. You are retired NYPD, but you live in the Dakota area, yes?
Yeah, South Dakota.
Do you have any friends or associates, retired police in the Atlanta metro area?
No.
Okay. All right.
No. I'd let you know.
Thank you for tapping in. Good to talk to you. You have a great night, okay?
Take care, Star.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye now. Okay. Miss Ruth tapping in. Yeah. Smile is the name of the Katy Perry album that I ride around and play from time to time. Okay, hang on a second. Maurice just sent me an email. Let me take care of this guy right now. Now, Maurice, listen to me carefully. Do not download anything on this site. And don't sign up for anything. Or you'll get malware. You got to keep closing windows. I'm looking at Top Gun Maverick right now. I saw that when it first came out. And what else did I watch today? I watched Hustle with Adam Sandler. I watched Memory with Liam Neeson recently. And I watched that trash Batman. Oh, that was trash. All right. Tomau got your donation. Free the Bussy, beloved. Okay. Barrington got your donation. Saucy Santana made the freshman cover. Z-Snap. You talking about Double XL? I don't care. What do I know? Somebody sent me I think it was an email last week with Saucy Santana talking reckless about people's kids. That's all I'll say. I'm not going to say the name of the kids. I didn't want to see that shit. But thank you for your donation, Barrington. Thank you so much, all right? David, I got your donation. Thank you, David. He says respect. Respect to you, sir, as well, okay? And, okay. Hold on, guys. Hold on. David, same thing. Don't download shit on this site. Hold on. Don't sign up for nothing. Go to the phone lines here. Area code 347. Is that the white Denzel Washington? Is that you, the white Denzel?
What up, OJ?
Roy, what's
What
up,
up?
man? How are you?
What's going
Good to
on?
hear from you. What's cracking?
Everything's good. Everything's good, man. Your trip looked like a success, man. You did your thing,
It was.
and
It was.
you wanted to go to Florida. You said that for a minute, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been to Florida. I've been down to the Keys back in the early 90s. I've been all through Miami. I've been this, like, the bottom of Florida in the early 90s. But this time, I wanted to go to Clearwater, St. Petersburg, Tampa. Of course, I went to Jacksonville. I went back to the shithole, Tallahassee. You ever been to Panama City? Did we speak about that before?
No, the only place I've ever been in Florida was Orlando and Tampa and Clearwater.
Okay.
You know, like that area
Yeah.
over there. Other than that, I shouldn't even say this shit. I have an open warrant down there so I don't really go back down to Florida too much, you know.
I'm not feeling
Put it
Clearwater.
out.
I thought I was gonna like Clearwater. It's too many people. You know, just a whole lot of, I don't know, I didn't like the vibe in Clearwater. I didn't like the vibe.
I hear you. You know, they got the Scientology headquarters down there. And
That didn't bother me.
That neighborhood
That
is-
didn't bother. It was too many tourists. You know, I woke up in a nice hotel. They're cleaning the parking lot so fucking early, just noise. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, it's busy down there because,
Yeah.
you know, it's small spot.
I almost called the police on this black chick. Came up on me asking for $1 for the bus. Did I tell you that?
Nah.
Yeah. Bitch had a do-rag on her head. You got $1? I said, absolutely not. Now get away from me.
Yeah, ain't got nothing for you. Ain't got no cash on me. Sorry, ain't got no cash.
I can give a shit anyway. But what's going on otherwise, man?
I heard about the Bussies. I heard about you talking about the Bussy finally got its recognition. Oh, man.
Well,
you know,
they're trying to
certain
get
people missed out on that, man.
They're trying to get it into dictionary.com. Lil Nas X, he's pushing for this. Even if he's trolling, it's in Yahoo News. That's my source, Yahoo News. It's a real story.
Yeah, that's in there. That's a word. That's
Yeah.
in there. Everybody's going to know that word. Everybody knows that word already. I think it was in the Quran. I think back
Oh, stop.
back in the day.
Stop. Don't do that.
Well, it was referred to in the Quran. But yeah,
This white boy wildin'.
it was either the Hadith or the other one.
No, it's not. Stop.
Yeah, with stories of there were stories.
You're doing too much, Rory. You're doing too much.
About it.
You're playing with Islam.
All right,
Playing
yo,
with
stop.
Islam.
I told somebody on this show, you know, that so-called wankster out there on the West Coast. I told him he should have trademarked and registered that word because that word's getting ready to blow up, man. And he would have been getting paid.
You mean Zach Lee?
you know,
Zach
some
Lee you're
people
talking about. You mean Zach Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because not for nothing, Tariq Nasheed is getting credit for that word. He shouldn't get credit for that word. Zach Lee needs to get credit for that word, man. You know, I'm gonna give him a salute on the word Bussy.
I don't want no credit for that goddamn
Salute.
word. It's a combination of boy and boy pussy. That's where it comes from, boy pussy. Fuck outta
Yeah,
here.
but it ain't in nobody's vocabulary more than him, man. Ain't nobody made it more popular than him. So
Zach Lee.
I told him a long time ago. I wasn't player hating on him. Trademark and register that. That's all you, man. You're gonna be living up in the hills.
I
But,
think it's
you know,
too antiquated to be trademarked now, though. You know, really want to know.
Yeah, at this point. Yeah, I agree at this point.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it's going to be in the dictionary, and I think the Webster's and all of that is going to pick it up too, because it ain't going nowhere. You know, the Bussy is there. Bussy's here to stay, man. I don't know what to tell you. Wherever you live, you don't see it, but you come to any major city, it's not like it used to be. Like, you used to see a couple of freaks here and there, but now it's like you see them like all the time. You go to work in the morning, you see them. I seen a dude today. I swear on my life, I seen a dude today, and he was a white dude, and he was like a rock and roll dude, and he was all worked out, and he had tattoos all over, and he looked and he was wearing cowboy stiletto boots. And he was like a worked out dude, at least 230, 240.
Now, hang on, Rory.
Hmm.
Rory. Now, with all due respect, you know what they're saying now. They're saying, well, Rory had a piece of Bussy. That's what they're saying. I'm not trying to clown
I
you.
never had no Bussy. Come on, man.
Well, I'm not
These
trying to,
people are capping.
Rory, I'm not trying to clown you. But you had...
No, because sometimes I'll be dragging black people on the show, so they all want to say, like, oh, Rory has some
Well,
Bussy.
no, listen,
come on, man.
I'm not trying to clown
I
you.
don't really talk.
But listen, Rory, you had a guy with a wig top you off. You said that.
What's that got to do with Bussy?
Well, that's the same thing.
No, it's not. What are you talking about? Bussy is Bussy.
Let me look in the live chat. So you had it. Now,
Well, you just said it was in the dictionary. Read the definition for the dictionary, Star. Read the definition.
Everybody, hold on. We're doing too much. My nigga, Precise. Do you want to call in? Let me know what's up, man. I want to make sure I promote everybody tonight. Been on vacation. Hold on a second.
No, I'm not down with Bussy. If I was down with Bussy, I would just say I was, and you would catch me down on West 4th with a tranny on one arm, and a go-go boy on the other.
Hang on. Is it fair to say you got some top from a Bussy boy?
No, I don't know. I say it was Britney. I just say it was Britney. That's what I say.
Okay. Did the boy have a wig, or was his hair naturally long, and did he dye it blonde? We never got to that. Was he wearing a wig, or what was that?
Shit, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know. That was a little time ago. I told you, it was my coke days.
Oh, we're talking.
So,
we're talking. We're just talking. So when he when he was
could have been, I guess,
when he was bobbing for apples.
A weave.
Rory, hold on.
Some extension.
Hold on.
Some extension.
Rory, when he was bobbing for apples, playing your skin flute, were you holding his head?
I don't really remember all of that. I don't know the graphic details. I was all blazed out of my mind. I was up for 3 days.
Okay.
Smoking bass and sniffing coke and shit. I don't remember the details like that. I'd be lying if I came on here. I start telling the whole story and shit.
What was his hair like on your inner thighs, your leg? Did his hair feel silky? Did it feel like a horse hair? Was it like one of those newer lace fronts?
I don't. Like I said, I don't really remember the whole details. That was like that was a 3-day high, man. I was smoking.
We got it.
Freebasing and sniffing and shit.
Whoa, you were freebasing?
I don't know. It just happened one time. Like I don't know what the fuck you talking about. How to feel on my thigh and shit. I don't remember. I don't know.
Rory, whoa! You were smoking the coke? You didn't say you were smoking the coke.
Yeah, I was rolling with Frankie. At that time we was freebasing a little bit and shit. This is like 93, 94. So yeah. What? I'm still here. I'm still alive. R.I.P. Frankie, he ain't here no more, but
Rory.
I'm still here. I'm
Hang
good.
on.
I haven't, I
Hang
just told
on.
my boy today, I'm like, man, I haven't done coke in like 5 years.
Rory, with all due respect, freebasing was in the 80s, in the early 80s. I freebased twice, couldn't fuck with it. That was when you had the bowl and you had the guy, either the alcohol and the fucking thing there, and you were smoking a bowl. After the 80s, it was called smoking crack. You had the doohickey or the demo with a lighter. I didn't smoke no crack. You were smoking crack. You weren't.
Yeah, I never smoked no crack either.
No.
I never smoked no crack. I didn't. I never smoked no crack.
It wasn't called free.
It was like a stigma around it.
Rory,
If I grew up earlier...
It wasn't freebasing in the 90s. It was smoking crack. You were smoking with a stem. They didn't even make the bowls.
Nah, man, we had
90s.
the powder. We was the ones serving it.
Oh,
what are you talking about? We was the ones serving it in the bar.
What do I know? Okay. All right.
So, yeah, I know. Yeah. Nah, it was like a stigma. If I grew up earlier, like if I was your age or something, shit, I probably definitely would have smoked crack because that would have been like 86, 87, 88. I was too young then, but I do remember it was everywhere. And everybody was doing it, like everybody.
Not me.
But that was dope.
I can handle that shit.
Yeah, ask the whole city. You crazy, Star? You were here. You remember the whole city was doing it, man. There wasn't nowhere you couldn't go.
Yeah, but
if you was in Midtown,
but in those days, you were smoking it with a bowl.
You were smoking crack on the street.
It was a bowl with a goddamn alcohol and a goddamn on a coat hanger, and whoa. Anyway. Hey, man, I got to talk to Left-Handed about the basketball, man. Everything else good with you?
Everything else good with me, man. So, I'm just saying, I hope everybody have a good Juneteenth weekend. I'm going to be celebrating. We're going to have some strawberry soda and red velvet cake. We're going to have some red velvet cake.
Right.
We got the day off. I appreciate that. Salute to FBA for getting us the day off. And we're going to sing, Sweet Low Chariot and all of that. We're going to have a good time, man.
Good to talk to you, man. Good to talk to you.
It's an American holiday now.
You're right.
So we're all going to
celebrate. You're right. Good to talk to you, Rory.
Yeah.
Take care.
All right, peace.
Okay, Rory tapping in. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Peace. Left-handed, are you there, sir? Sorry for the hold. Sorry for the wait. Where is he?
What's good? Everything. What's happening?
Where do we start, man? I enjoyed the movie. I finished watching it. Hustle with Adam Sandler. Queen Latifah played his wife. I enjoyed that film today.
Yeah, it was good. I watched it twice. It was Adam Sandler's the king of the sports movie. And again, man, he had, a lot of NBA players in it. The storyline was, it was still predictable after a second, but again, at the end of the day, it was a good movie, man, and it worked out. Yeah. Anthony Edwards, the guy who was going after the guy with the short dreads,
right,
with the short braids,
right.
He played for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, he played for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and I think he did a very good job in that movie, being like the bad guy.
Yeah, he did. That he did. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like the movie from the beginning. You know what I mean? Again, a lot of NBA players in there. Kenny Smith did his thing. Shout out to him. You know what I mean? They threw AI in there. But where was Joel Embiid?
I don't know.
They had they had Tyrese Maxey, Diebold. You know what I mean? Seth Curry was in the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the story around it was the owner wanted to trade Joel Embiid. Mm-hmm. That's why Adam Sandler was going overseas trying to find, the next big thing or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And the guy who was the owner had passed away. He had, he gave him the job with the office in the basement. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He made him an assistant coach, and then he passed away or whatever.
Yeah. I don't want to tell the whole film. I want people to go watch it if they choose to. But I thought it was a good film. Let's shift gears for a second. What do we need to discuss with regards to the Warriors winning the NBA championship again over the Celtics? And correct me if I'm wrong, Steve Kerr has 5 rings as a player and 4 as a head coach, championship rings. Hello, left-handed. His phone dropped out. I didn't click him off. Left-handed, your phone dropped out. Troll baby, Steve Kerr, 5 rings as a player and 4 as a coach? Or is it 3 as a player? I thought he had 5. Let me see if left-handed Cole's back. There he is right there. Hey, man, your phone dropped out. Your phone dropped out. Left-handed, can you hear me? Left-handed. Peace, peace, peace. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me try again. Left-handed, you there? Left-handed. Hello, 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 hello.
Peace. I hear you loud and clear.
Yeah.
I hear you loud and clear.
Your phone dropped out. Steve Kerr, 5 rings as a player or 3 as a player and 4 rings as a coach? Do you know? Do you remember Steve Kerr?
I remember him getting 4 rings as a coach. I remember him he might have 3 as a player. I remember in Spurs, Bulls, and he may have got 2 with the Spurs. Okay. Somebody check me on that. I know they will. Because I'm not looking at no internet. I don't do that. I do that from the top of the head.
Okay, hang on a second. I'm looking. It says 5 titles as a player. Steve Kerr.
Okay, may have 5. Okay.
Okay, and 4 as.
I know we got 4 with the with Golden State. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I just wanted it was a good series. Golden State did their thing. They did what everybody thought they were going to do. Boston, didn't throw it away. It was just that they didn't handle it how they were supposed to handle it. I mean, Jason Tatum, he wants to be Kobe Bryant so bad. I think he was more focused on that than trying to, win a championship. Marcus Smart and the Celtics did what they had to do. Al Horford with his old ass. Okay. He stood up, you know what I mean, and did what he had to do. But at the end of the day, Golden State did what they came there to do.
Yeah.
And that's win a title. And get back at everybody who said that they couldn't, and they fell off.
Right. I didn't see the entire Game 6. How did Draymond Green do in Game 6? I know he was off in Game 4. How did he do in Game 6?
Game 6, he contributed. Draymond did his thing. He had a couple of threes. When Draymond hits threes, I mean, that's going to be a good night for Golden State Warriors. He made a lot of plays on the defensive end. He was in the way of a lot of things. He was a positive influence. Okay. He did a lot of good things on the floor, and he scored. Okay. You know what I mean? So, again, he did his thing. And he got the last laugh for everybody.
Okay. Let me see if I can get your banner on the screen, excuse me, right now whilst we're talking. And tell us about your show, man. Has this launched yet?
Yeah, man, we get ready to do our thing. We get ready to go live, man. This Tuesday, we did a lot of test shows. I took your advice, you know what I mean? And we feel real comfortable with the back and forth flow, you know what I mean? Giving each other space. We're on it for an hour on Tuesday nights, 8 to 9 p.m. The name of the show is called Down and In Sports Talk. And we get it in, man, on a bunch of different stuff. We're not analytic heavy, you know what I mean? Because that takes away from the fact that you don't know what the hell you're talking about when you jump into a lot of analytics.
Hold on a second.
We just talk, man, and she's really good. My co-host Kim, she's really, really good, man. She's really, really good, and she's connected with Mo Fax. So you already know.
Nice. Okay.
So, yeah.
Banner's now on the screen. Down and In Sports Talk. There's the phone number. Okay. And this is what do you stream on YouTube?
Yeah, we stream on YouTube and we stream on StreamYard.
Okay. That's what's up. up.
So. Yeah, and we get into it, man. And again, at the end of the day, she does her numbers, and I challenge anybody, who wants to get out. She surprises me, man. So I don't really have to do too much talking. And being that, again, it's the 50th anniversary of Title IX. Okay. She brings a lot to the show, and as far as women's sports is concerned.
Nice.
And she does her thing. So check us out, man. Tuesday nights when we get it popping.
Okay. Good to talk to you, man. Anything else baseball you want to mention, or anything else sports-wise with regards to your show?
Yeah, man, we just do what we do, man. And I invite people to come in, chop it up with us, do what you do. and we invite the nonsense and the monkey shit, because we can dish it out as well as we can take it. So it's all good.
No
you know
doubt.
what I mean? So understand that. Again, man, salute to you. Welcome back. Again, I was watching the live when you was in the room, and you was like, they was playing the loud music. You was trying to wake up in the morning and, you know what I mean, enjoy your morning, and they playing some music up there. You're just like, yo, I got to get my money back.
Yeah, that
you
was,
know what I mean?
that
So
was
again,
Jekyll Island. I got a partial refund on that goddamn room too, man. But yeah,
Right.
it was a nice experience. But good to talk to you, man.
all right.
Salute.
No doubt. That's what it is, man. Salute. Welcome back and all of that, man. We'll talk.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, left-handed tapping in. Check-in report. Got your donation. Star, are you up to speed on Whack 100 claiming to have a video of Benzino getting pegged? LOL. That nigga Whack probably got naked pictures of the devil. Yeah, I spoke about that earlier in my broadcast tonight. Check-in report. Thank you for your donation. I think he's capping. I don't like to call people liars. He's entertaining to me. Whack 100, aka Clayface. I'm not on Clubhouse, so I only catch some things on YouTube sometimes. And while I was on vacation driving through Florida, I didn't do too much media at all. But when I got back, someone sent me the link, and I think, in my opinion, Whack 100 and Benzino are trying to get a bag. I think they might be trying to get a bag from 50 Cent. I don't think there is a tape. I think whoever supposedly gave him the tape would have leaked it already. I think they're trying to get a bag. And keep in mind, I said this earlier, Whack 100, what was it, a year or two ago, guys? He and Mike Tyson concocted this fake story about Mike punched him in the mouth, and then he was showing a bottle of pills on his IG page. So he does that sort of stuff, I don't think there was a tape. I think he and Ray Benzino are trying to get a bag. Ray would have said something by now if there was a goddamn tape. He would have started threatening people. He would have went live with Queen's Flip again, talking about suing niggas. But thank you for your donation, okay? Low Prestige got your donation. Star, please tell you watch Act violate Mark Lamont Hill. No. Academics? Can you send that to me via email, please? I can't get the link out of the PayPal donation. Thank you for your donation, Low Prestige. Can you send that to me via email, please? I'm sorry, guys, on the screen, please make sure you go to www.eventmoon.com, okay? Send me that link. Academics went in on Mark Lamont Hill? What happened? Gorilla Zoe got your donation. The question now is, will there be a pic of a Bussy next to the definition? And will Zach Lee be the volunteer? Hashtag per. Let's go to area code. Unmute. Turn that down, please. You gotta turn that down. 734. Good evening. Good evening. Jesus. 734.
You're homosexual.
Okay. You gotta turn that down in the background, bitch boy. We don't mind you trolling. Turn that down.
Yo.
Hold on a second, guys. Are you ready now?
Rory a Bussy.
Never mind, Rory. Do you want to address the topic? Okay, he's just stupid to echo in the background. First night back. Folks, I officially come back from vacation on Monday. I just wanted to sit here and have a little drink, talk to you tonight. On the screen is my PayPal information if you appreciate the content. Make a small donation. Okay. Looks nice. Let me see if I have to promote one of my sponsors here. Okay, on the screen, guys. In my community section, some really, really great art. Okay, please go there. As you can see, Karen N. Start. Okay. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised if you're looking for something that's really, really, what would the word be? Creatively special, okay? Go to that website, tell the artist I sent you. Okay. And also, someone else sent in a PayPal earlier. Okay. Davey by G. Am I saying that right? Davey by G. Yo, Star, if I knew you were coming to St. Pete, I would have brought you lunch. No, sir, I don't do lunch with strangers, but thank you for your donation. I was in St. Petersburg. I went to the Deuces. Okay, the historic 22nd Street South. I went to the Royal Theater. Of course, what's the name of that? The famous pig feet sandwich. I'm drawing a blank now. I don't have my notes with me, but the historic 22nd Street South. Now I gotta Google this. Wait a second. Let me bring in a call while I'm Googling. Hey, 616, you there? Good evening. Okay, they're doing too much. 616. I'm going to try area code 518. Good. 508, pardon me. Area code 508, are you there?
Hey, what's up, Star?
Hey, what's going on?
This is Animal. I'm from Boston. So speaking of Bussy, have you seen the talk about Benzino's new sex tape out?
I heard Whack 100 claimed to have a tape. I have not seen anything. Have you?
Well, he was pinging some of the screenshots. It was definitely him with the nice purple bung.
Can you send me? Can you send me the screenshot? Can you send me the screenshot? Do you have my email address?
I sure will.
Okay. Now, has Benzino responded? Has Benzino responded? Sorry, go ahead.
So Whack has the 25 minutes of him responding to Whack. Like, oh, don't do that to me, Whack. We're supposed to be friends. I was on Clubhouse all day listening back to it. It's crazy.
Benzino?
It's crazy.
Whoa. Benzino saying this to Whack? I didn't hear about this. Send me the link, Bussy boy.
I got
little Bussy nigga. Send me the link, Bussy nigga.
I got you.
So hang on a second. So you're claiming there's screenshots. I have not seen them yet. I'm waiting on the screenshots right now. And who is Benzino supposedly getting pegged by? I got time for the dumb shit. Who's pegging him, allegedly?
Okay, so Wax said it's like an old video vixen, better than Superhead, and she hit him with the footage. And it's her, him, and I don't know if they're called trans or what's the appropriate term, but they're all in the room having a good old time.
Okay. Now, was it?
So he called.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So hold on. So he called Whack, like, Whack, what are you doing? And Whack's like, you got me out here defending you, and you a funny boy, you know. And so Whack didn't back down from him at all. Whack was talking his normal 1-2, and Vino's just like, So Whack said, I'm giving him 3 days, or I'm selling it to 50 or Eminem. So,
You know,
I don't know.
I haven't heard this yet. If you're telling the truth, but boy, if you're telling the truth, I think the two of them.
Why you keep calling me a boy? I'm a whole female out here. Big ass titties and everything. You keep calling me a boy. Maybe because
Have we spoke before?
I might have a deep voice.
Have we
Sorry.
spoke before? You sound like that nigga with the lace front. Have we spoke before?
No, I'm a whole female from Boston. This
Oh,
is my
okay.
first time calling.
Okay. I think the two of them are in on this together, and I haven't even heard what you're talking about. Send me that goddamn link.
I promise. Yeah. I'm going to send it to you right now. I'm going to send it to you. But I'm going to send it to you. Have a good night.
All right, take care. All right. Why didn't he send it before he called? I think he's capping. Troll babies. Did Benzino get on a call with Whack 100? I think they're trying to get a bag from 50. Hold on a second. Historic 22nd Street South in St. Petersburg. The Deuces, Duke Ellington. Yeah, that was a good experience going there. What's the name of that famous restaurant that I think he sold it in the early 70s? Anybody know what I'm talking about? It's a famous soul food spot. Somebody's got to know this. My last call for tonight. It's getting late. Area code 908, you there? Good evening, 908.
Hey, Star. Brooklyn Giggles.
Hey,
What's
what's
going
up, man? How are you? What's cracking?
I'm good, man. Glad you back, man. How was your vacation?
It was nice, man. I took a lot of footage, which I'm not posting on YouTube anytime soon. And I went to Tuskegee, to the museum, the Tuskegee Airmen. I went to Martin Luther King Jr.'s church in Montgomery. I went to a lot of places. I went to Tallahassee, a lot of places. You ever been to Florida?
Yeah, I've been to Miami. I know you don't like Miami like that. But, yeah, I've been to Miami before.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't live there, but it's definitely a nice place to, visit, party, turn up, all the above.
Okay.
You know. But, yeah, let's get to the topics. Bussy in the dictionary. Bro, I ain't your brother, excuse me. But
okay, come on.
Yeah, man, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Like, this is the world we're living in. You know, I guess we're still in the Matrix. I guess because this is just very odd to me. Putting that word in the dictionary, that's not even a real word to me. You know, I know the white Denzel said that it was in the Quran. I know he was joking, but still, it's just what type of world we living in? Like this is crazy to me, absolutely crazy to me. I feel like this is propaganda. You know, there's so much else going on that we need to address, and let's just talk about Bussy Pete being in the dictionary.
Well, this is Pride Month, and that word has been buzzing for so long. Sometimes people look at me, why are we talking about Bussy again? Well, because you guys are making it a fucking reality. Here in the Atlanta metro area, I mean, you got niggas walking around here zesty as fuck.
It's Pride Month. How come if it's okay, it's Pride Month, but how come the LGBTQ still haven't done anything in regards to that WNBA player that's still in Russia?
I don't know. You tell me. You tell me.
She's still they said she's going to be detained for 18 more. According to CNN and other news resources, they said that she's going to continue she's going to continue to be detained there. And I'm like, where's the LGBTQ at?
What do I know, man?
How come they ain't helping her?
Yeah.
It's crazy to me, man. But, let's talk about putting pussy in the dictionary.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's Pride Month,
Wow.
man. Don't hate the player,
Hate the game. You're right, man.
Yeah.
You're right. Man, I know you ain't talking about academics, but whoo, man, that was nuts.
Yeah, you're talking about some old audio, and it's not that I'm trying to go easy on him. I don't want to try and make something out of nothing. I mean, if he's getting dragged, he's getting dragged, But I'm not going to try and attack him because something he said a decade ago. Go ahead.
Here's the thing, though, and it's the last thing I'm going to say.
Go ahead.
I know a lot of the girls that he went to college with at Rutgers, and a lot of them were confirming that that's how he behaved when he used to be in the dorm.
Well, that's all alleged, sir, and I don't know who you know.
Allegedly,
and that's all alleged. I don't even want to go down that path. But listen, man, I'm out of here. Good to talk to you. Have a good night, all right? Brooklyn Giggles tapping in. Guys on the screen, follow your boy Reactions on YouTube. Great content. He's hold on a second. He's not just entertaining. He did a really nice piece. Oh man, I think it was a week or so ago, talking about the woman he loves. And it really connected to, guys who are not afraid to show their feelings towards the woman that they love. Check him out on YouTube, your boy Reactions, okay? And I'm trying to think if there's anyone else who I forgot to promote tonight. I'm going to make sure I get Credit Wiz Pro on the screen. Let me find that right now. Guys, if I missed any PayPal, pardon me, okay? www.creditwizpro.com. Please go there, tell them I sent you. I say again, www.creditwizpro.com. They can help you with late payments, judgments, bankruptcies, settlements, foreclosures, charge-offs, liens, and student loans. On the screen right now, www.creditwizpro.com, all right? I may see you guys tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. As I said, I just got back from my road trip, and I think I got everything out of storage. So aside from hitting the gym in the morning, I might do a show. Who knows? And my next road trip, I am seriously considering going from Seattle all the way down to Santa Cruz in California. I'll keep you guys posted, all right? Enjoy the rest of your evening. Be safe, and thank you for your support. Let me get Mr. Vegan on the screen here. Hold on. I got a brand new location in Houston, Texas now. www.mrvegan.com, all right? You guys take care. Be safe.